King Daddy coming at you one more game on YouTube, ps5, streaming Madden 26 um, franchise and superstar mode. Uh, Please like and subscribe, first of all, getting that out the way, and leave in the comments in the chat GPT for any ideas, feedbacks, or suggestions that you have. That you would like me to, you know, any comment, any ideas that you would like in the comment section. Um, and here we go. See, this is broadcasting first of all. Okay, let's put the camera on. Turn on the camera. There we go. Okay. Let's keep saying turn on camera. There we go. Excuse me. So let's see, and let me see if my mic. Okay. Oh, okay. Just making sure. And batteries. Okay. Okay. Ah, oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Leave my camera there. All right, there we go. All right, so here we go. I'm still getting used to this streaming thing. I've been doing it maybe about a year now, but still getting used to it. Um, yeah, I've been a football fan since I was 16, so I've been a football fan for a long time. Eagles is my team, as you can see. Um, it's been, been in my family for a long time, decades now. My grandmother's a Eagles fan, so I'm an Eagles fan. Rest in peace, Grandma. So there's been a lot of talk about Jalen Hurts if he's the guy. A lot of trash talk. We all know he is, hands down. Um, I mean, can you really ju- can you really justify any other person besides Patty LaBelle, aka Patrick Mahomes? Anyone better than Jalen Hurts? Like, let's just keep it a buck. I mean, he Jalen Hurts has only been in the league 7 years, six 6 years going on 7. I will give you maybe 8. And no, 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 no. You know what? Scratch all that. He's been playing in the NFL for what, 6 to 7 years, and only been playing football for 8, including his college years. Right? All these other jabronis, right there. LeBron Jackson, Lamar Jackson. All these other jabronis, Matthew Stafford. All these other jabronis, Joe Burrow. All these other jabronis, uh, Tua, um, whatever the dude's name is. All these other jabronis, uh, Ben Roethlisberger. I could go on. Right there, Patty LaBelle, Patrick Mahomes. Like I said, jabronis. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down a list of jabronis that are still playing in the NFL. Let me see here. I'm just going to go. Matter of fact, I'm going into a franchise mode because that's what I will always play. I don't ever play MUT because I refuse to give any more money to EA. That's just me. Is my sound on? Oh yeah, I turned off the menu music because the menu music gets dull. Okay, so uh, let's just go to the NFL rosters. Okay, Falcons. They have quarterback on here. Michael Penix. Granted, he's only been in the league what 3 years. So quarterback. Niners. They have, and again, these rosters aren't um, legit rosters because these are just blown over rosters. They have select quarterbacks. Brock Purdy. Really? Yeah. We all know how long Brock Purdy's been in the league, and is still mid tier QB. Next, the Giants. Next, Jags. Yeah, okay. Next. Oh, he's yeah. Next, Jets. Really, really, really. Who are these people? These I think are just made up quarterbacks. Next, we have the Lions. Jared Goff. Okay, next. Uh, Next. Okay, next. I would say surrounded by the right people, he could actually do some because he impressed me a little bit during the playoffs. I will give him that. However, still wet behind the ears. If he has the right talent, yes. However, if he doesn't have the right talent, no. Excuse me one second. I have a phone call. Sorry about that. That was the wrong phone number. Okay, now back to what I was saying. Um, Drake May, again, he has to be around the right talent in order to be a decent quarterback. Without the right talent, no, because I think during the Seahawks game, his so-called talent shined. He threw what 3, 4 picks against a good defense, and the Seahawks was a good defense. Now, let's rewind the track. If that was Jalen Hurts around somebody that actually has mentality, everybody talks so much trash about Jalen Hurts. However, he may not have the overblown, oversaturated stats, 5, 6, 700 yards a game, 9 billion thousand yards, passing yards, 50 billion million touchdowns a season. But who has more Super Bowl appearances in less years than any so-called GOAT quarterback in the league? Who has a Super Bowl championship? Who is a Super Bowl quarterback MVP? And who has never been a Super Bowl quarterback MVP, no matter how many Super Bowl rings he has? Oh, um, who has destroyed this GOAT, the so-called GOAT, in his own state, in his own territory, every single game they've played the last 2 years? Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts destroyed Patty LaBelle every single game they've played. Hands down. It wasn't even a contest. With or without Saquon. Saquon wasn't even a factor in the Super Bowl win um, in the playoffs. In the playoffs at all, Saquon wasn't even a factor. Even in the championship we should have won, the first meeting, we didn't even have Saquon, and we still made it to the Super Bowl. So all that trash that people be talking about Jalen Hurts, squash, please, and let's move on. Oh, a matter of fact, we had a trash running back. Let's just keep it 100. Now, David Mills, the Raiders. Granted, they have a decent. They're beefing up a little bit of their defense, and they drafted a few good offensive weapons, but I don't even know who they have now. Okay, whatever. Move on. Rams. I think they drafted some good um, people and a good offense now, but they're still gonna be like treading on the, I would say, a 10 win team. The only thing that's good with them to me is their defense. Ravens. Yeah, I'm moving on. Lamar has been in the league 900 years. Okay, that's an exaggeration. But this dude has been in the league at least 13 years, going on 13 years, and he's becoming like Dak, choke Dak. Every single year he chokes and chokes and chokes and chokes and chokes and chokes and chokes. I'm not taking anything away from his skill, but he will never win a championship because all he wants to do is run, throw up 9 billion yards, and make $200 million uh, for 5 seasons. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to win a championship. If he wanted to win a championship, he'll leave the Ravens and go to like the Niners or something. If he wanted to win a championship, but he doesn't. He will always remain a Raven because they're paying him the X amount of money. Now, if the Ravens were smart, they would trade uh, Lamar for like two first round picks to get a younger, more hungrier quarterback. Trade him, trade him for a hungrier, more younger quarterback, and maybe a better like a top tier wide receiver like AJ. I don't want AJ to go, but AJ's a liability to me. We'll take two number ones, number one this year and the number one next year, and give us one of the defensive backs, like or free safety. I still think we need a top tier edge rusher. Give us like I don't know. These are the see that's the problem, and I'm gonna get to the problem with the game later in a in a few minutes. But this isn't the correct roster at all. That's the problem. That's a problem. I'm gonna get to the game, but we need a legit solidified edge rusher. Let me see. Yeah, give us somebody like him. Or if he wouldn't work, give us someone like no, not that. Roquan Swift. Roquan Smith. He might be too expensive. Then give us somebody like because I think he would be way more too expensive. Malachi Starks. Trade us for Malachi Starks. He'll work perfect because we wanted him first. You know, he was on our radar. Give us Malachi Starks. We'll give you AJ Brown for two number ones. Now moving on. Um, hold on. Going back to the QBs. Uh Justin. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. This dude sucks. Uh Sam Darnold. His rating, I would think maybe like four above that, 85 max. I cannot believe he actually won. I'm proud of him that he won his first championship Super Bowl, and it took him a while, but he finally won one. So I'm glad he got that off the belt. But I don't think he's gonna win another one. I honestly truly believe that. But big ups to him. But he's still and this is my opinion, he's not better than Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. He's just it proved in that Super Bowl if we had a good offensive coordinator, and again, Kevin Patullo sucked. It proved that Kevin Patullo was the one spitting the rumors and throwing out the rumors that Jalen Hurts was not coachable. That they already proved it. That it was that Kevin Patullo was spreading all the rumors and lies that Jalen Hurts was not coachable, which was absolute bullcrap. Because Jalen Hurts is already forming a solidified partnership and relationship with Sean Mannion. They're already clicking, and it's only been like a week or 2 weeks maybe, I would say, if I'm not mistaken, that they've um, practiced and formed a solidified bond. Jalen Hurts hated Kevin Patullo. The dude sucked. I don't even know why KP was even still in the building. Fire him. Put him in janitorial services. Have him in sanitation. I don't even know if he's even worth sanitation. Lying bastard. Yeah. Like I said, this isn't. I think um, on the game, Ben Roethlisberger got retired. So they picked. So they have. They switched up the teams and stuff on here. A lot of people on here retired. They retired a lot of people on this game. So Ben Roethlisberger might have been one of them. So yeah, Danny Jones. Okay, yeah, moving on. Again, this dude is complete, utter trash. I'm sorry. This is an overinflated, overbloated rating. CJ Stroud is Yeah, this dude is complete trash. I'm sorry, he's garbage. He's and they overinflated this pay grade or pay raise whatever because I don't know why he's the next big thing. This dude, I don't care. This dude's trash. Again, trash. I traded Tanner McKee to them because I needed the picks. Again, trash. This dude is complete garbage. Without the right pieces, he's trash. And yeah. Joe Burrow. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, injury prone. Yeah, he gets injured like almost every other season. But yet he's like untouchable. Like no analyst will talk bad about him. But he gets injured every single time because he puts himself. He doesn't even slide. He hits a person head first. The same with 2-0, whatever this guy. But yet, see, and this is my issue. 2-0 has been in the league, I think 8 9 years now. Longer, was drafted what, number one, whatever, and was longer in the league. Never, ever. I think he's had one playoff appearance, if I'm not mistaken. Never, ever, ever been to a championship game. Never, ever, ever been to a Super Bowl game. How many times has he been concussed? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I give you a hint. One time, two times, three times, no, no. Four times, no, no, no. At least six. Six times. Six times. This punk's been concussed, but he's still allowed to play, right? He's still allowed to play in the NFL, and he's not terminated. He refuses to slide. He goes head first, like he thinks he's a linebacker, and he refuses to listen to anything the coaching staff, the medical coaching staff or medical doctors say to protect himself. But he just goes in head first, runs all over the place, and thinks that he's a linebacker and slides into big old 900-pound defensive tackles to try and make a big play. But he sucks and throws a lot of turnovers and gets concussed and injured every single year because he sucks. But Jalen Hurts gets benched college. Both of them play in the same team. Jalen Hurts gets benched for this sucky person because he sucks. Because the coach favors this person that sucks. But who ends up winning the championship for this person that sucks? It was Jalen Hurts, and I believe he won like some kind of honors or something, trophy awards, because he's better than this person that sucks. See, that's what really pisses me off. The favoritism that some of these coaches show for other players. Why? Because Jalen Hurts actually has class, and he doesn't act like a ghetto black a ghetto generalized black man. Is that the reason? Because he doesn't uh fit with the norm, and he doesn't fit with the LGBT community and all this garbage. Is that the reason? Yeah, things that make you go, yeah, get out of here. Oh, and then you have this person that sucks talking, um, throwing his own team, Miami Dolphins, under the bus in one of the public interviews he did, I think year before last, because he can't get his team out of a seven. What was it? I think they were at 1.6-10 or something. So he throws his team under the bus. Well, um, um, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I, my team has to step it up or something like that. He says, instead of taking accountability for his terrible play, because this is because he throws like eight, nine. No, he threw I think one year 10, 11 interceptions. Seven of them or eight of them were his fault because he just tries to make plays at he tries to go for like he goes 20 years back 20 yards, excuse me, 20 years, 20 yards backwards, and throws Hail Marys, three people, uh, into triple coverage like a dummy because he's so concussed. So his mental thinking is just whacked. This dude's stupid, but he's the one who doesn't get benched. Jalen Hurts does, but he throws his players, his whole team, under the bus. That's why Jalen Phillips bounced. Bradley Chubb, I believe, is no longer with them. Like his whole team wants to bounce once under the contract, but Jalen Hurts is not the better player, right? Jalen Hurts isn't coachable, right? Jalen Hurts doesn't know how to lead a team, right? Jalen Hurts isn't Super Bowl material, right? But by the way, Jalen Hurts, in less years than this jabroni, has made it to two Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls did this jabroni that was never benched made it to a Super Bowl? I'll wait. He has never even made it to a championship game. He had him. He's never won a playoff game. But Jalen Hurts was benched. Make that make sense. Yeah, I'll move on now. But Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback. Again, I'll move on. Next next subject. Out of all these other quarterbacks that I've listed, who has a Super Bowl ring? Joe Burrow? Nope. Cam Ward? Nope. Bo Nix? Nope. Michael Penix? Nope. Trevor Lawrence? Nope. Baker Mayfield? Nope. Cesar Hernandez? Well, he just started, so I'll give him a pass. Kyler Murray? Oh, hold up. He's been in the league 11 years. Huh. 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 Nope. Sam Darnold made it to the Super Bowl and threw like 9 picks in one. No, in the series, in playoffs and Super Bowl. Huh. Huh. Jackson Dart, I'll let him slide because he's still a rookie. Justin Fields, This dude is terrible. Dak Prescott. Oh! Here we go. Now we talking. I got a crack, man. Crack, man. I got a crack. Shake my shoulders off. Now! Woo! Woo! Dak Prescott. Oh, Cowboys still suck. Here we go. Okay. Dak has been in the league experience. This is wrong, by the way. In the league at least 13 years. And I want to narrate this. Eagles. Nope. Jalen. How? And this isn't even inaccurate. How? Wow. That's let's do the math. Now I'm terrible with math, so I'm doing it on my fingers. You just saw that. 11 years for Dak. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's add one more year, maybe about two, because we going into 2027 now. So let's add another year. So Jalen Hurts has been in the league 6 less years than Dak Prescott. 6 less years. How many years? I mean, excuse me. How many Super Bowls has Dak been in? I'll wait. How many? Let's rephrase that. How many championships has Dak even been to? I'll wait. Okay. I'll give you an easier answer. How many playoff games has Dak actually won? I'll wait. In 12 years. How many? Two, two, two in 12 years? Huh. Two, two in 12 years. It's really getting me out right now. So much trash has been talked about Jalen Hurts over his 7-year, 6-year career. But Dak is so overinflated because he throws 6,000 yards a season, but has never even been to a championship game. He hasn't even smelled what a championship state smells like. He hasn't smelled it. A championship could be held in the worst state in America, Michigan. He hasn't even smelled that state because he sits in Dallas. Really? Really? Everybody so high and mighty on Dak Prescott because he's throwing for 900 touchdowns a season. Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here he went. Bye bye. Dak Prescott is a liability. Dak Prescott is a choke artist. Dak Prescott will never, ever win a championship as long as this man, Jalen, Super Bowl MVP, is with the Eagles. That's just facts. Because this man is a leader. This man has mentality, and this man knows how to win. You don't believe me? He's proven it. What has Choke Artist proven? I'll wait. He's proven one thing. I give him that. He knows how to lose. Here we go. Dak knows how to lose. I'll give him that. Now, let's move on. As far as this game goes, EA needs to make a lot of improvements. Um, this game has glitches, bugs, and and it's 10 years outdated. 10 years outdated for the simple fact they 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 they, they um they have false marketed features that were already put in here 12 years ago from previous um, Madden games, and what they do in other Madden games, they put in features that were already in here, spruce it up just a tad, and try to make people casual gamers, casual sports gamers, to try and make those casual gamers think that those features that were put back into Madden games are new features, which they are not. They were just features that were once taken out and put back in. They need to stop doing that. They need to stop adding and removing features and just leave the features in and improve with new, brand new, fresh ideas. That's one thing that they need to do. The other thing is, um, people, content creators have been asking this for years. Is we need um, fresh content every single day, fresh ideas every single day, fresh feedback every single day. For instance, if you see, let me go back even, like especially now, even off season. Um, as far as I don't know if you can see on my tablet. I'm showing you my tablet now. You see on my tablet. My tablet sometimes gets updated with news updates, NBA updates. It gives me notifications because I'm always online of NBA, NFL, whatever. I know you can't really see it, but you could probably hear it. Boop, 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 boop. It's giving me notifications of games, whatever. And I'm positive you guys get the same notifications on your phones, whatever, of updates going on around the league of your favorite teams, or even not your favorite teams, maybe your team specifically, or any team going on, whatever, whatever. That's what needs to happen within the game, like at the bottom of the screen. We need notifications of games going on, stats going on. Like, for instance, if there's a game going on, or even not, if the weekend passes by, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday night game, Monday night game, those stats need to be displayed. Those games need to be displayed. Some maybe even a special highlight of for instance, Saquon Barkley doing one of his highlight reels, jumping over people, displayed a little video entourage displayed at the bottom of the screen. Patrick Mahomes throwing a bomb to, um, I don't know, Rashid Rice to a 90-yard touchdown, whatever. And that needs to be displayed. Something like that to make the game engaging. You know, we live in the 47th century. We have cars driving themselves. You mean to tell me that EA can't be innovative and put stats and video entourages and stuff like that on the screen to actually have the NFL slash EA engaging and have us feel like we are actually engaged instead of just having a boring screen and just like, okay, this is all we get. Really? If you see, this is exactly all we get. Just dull and nothing. All we get is just a menu screen and no interaction. We can't interact with NFL fans from across the globe. It's like dull, boring, and just nothing. You know, have us. There should be like an interactive menu chat GPT on the right hand bottom side where uh, everybody from across the globe, off season and on season, should be able to communicate with each other about the favorite teams, our favorite teams, and talk trash if we want to. Talk about our favorite team. Oh no, the Niners are gonna beat you. The Cowboys, blah 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 blah. The Eagles are gonna go up against the Cowboys. This is Thursday night, Thanksgiving. We're gonna go up against you. Blah 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 blah. We should be able to talk to congregate with our fellow uh, nemesis, the Giants versus the Cowboys. We should be able to talk to our fellow rivalries across the globe. That's what is missing. This is this is the EA and NFL. You are multi-billion dollar companies. Make this a multi-billion dollar game. We pay you to work for us. Hence, this game costs $70 to $120. If 5 million consumers, which 5 million consumers do buy this game every year, you times that versus, you times that times 70. I'm just going for the lowest price, $70 times 5 million. I'm about to calculate that right now. Pulling up my calculator right now. 5, that's 50. Oops. And I'm terrible with math. I'm very terrible. 5, I'm hoping this is right, times. Well, if this is right, and I could be wrong, 100% wrong. However, if this is wrong, if this is right, and I'm thinking this is right, 5 million times just $70, and a lot of you guys spend $120 on Madden 26, 27, whatever. It's $350 million, and that's on the $70 price. If I did that correctly, I could be wrong. Please, please, if you guys, if some of you are watching, please type in the chat GPT if I did that calculation correct. And that's every year, and they've made fifth what 12 of these games, and that's on the $70 price. That's a lot of dang money. So, like I said, these companies work for us. We don't work for them. And any kind of money that you spend or invest in these companies, $50 or more, they start working for y'all. And if you don't believe that, that's on you. Now, another thing that they need to address is there's a glitch on certain consoles or certain systems. I believe it was on the Series X that if you start a and it happened to me a couple of weeks ago. If you start uh, mode on the Superstar mode, it's not doing it on the PS5, thank goodness, but it did it on the Xbox Series. I was able to use the Superstar mode on the first 2 weeks. Um, but after the 2 weeks, because I created a quarterback. But the first 2 weeks, it worked fine. After that, I wasn't able to log into Superstar mode. It gave me some error message said, I forgot what the error message said, but and this happened to a lot of players. Um, Players were not able to log into Superstar mode at all. Um, I don't know what the reason was, but the servers and a lot. If you go onto Reddit and a lot of the chat GBTs, a lot of people were having the same issues on the Superstar mode. This also happened on my PC. I was able to use the is it recording? Okay, yeah. I was able to use the recording excuse not recording the superstar mode for like 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, it's starting in superstar mode. It started lagging like crazy on my PC. In franchise mode, it started jumping and lagging like crazy. So there were so many glitches and bugs in superstar mode and franchise mode. So I don't know what was up with that. So this game has so many glitches and bugs that it needs to fix. Also, there this game has another bug where the defense, if you're playing offense, the offense works okay, but if you're playing defense, like if you're playing against the defensive AI, no matter what player you're playing against, no matter what setting or setting slider, if you slide the 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 needle to 25 or 100 or whatever, if you slide the sliding needle, it doesn't matter what you slide it to. I'll show you just a second. Franchise settings, league settings, gameplay slider. Yeah, like for instance, I could have the quarterback skill, and this is what I was talking about for interceptions. Doesn't matter what AI the AI defender is. It could be a linebacker, a free safety, cornerback, or strong safety. Heck, it could be a defensive tackle. Doesn't matter what rating, and it does not matter what AI defender it is. And it doesn't matter how much you slide this up and down. The AI defender will will intercept you. Doesn't matter how high the ball is what I've noticed. And they will jump 30 feet in the air. And that's not an exaggeration. And I could be using Patty LaBelle, Patrick Mahomes. It does not matter. It's so it does not make sense. It's illogical. It's so illogical. It's blown out of proportion. It makes no sense. And also, the even if the player is the worst defender in the world, it could be a college player that has never sacked a day in his life. The AI defender will get 10 the AI team will get 10, 12, 13 sacks against you, but you will only average 3 or 4 sacks, which makes no sense. And you can have, I don't know, Max Crosby on your team, but you will only average 4 or 5 sacks, but the AI will get 13 sacks on you. It's so illogical. It makes no sense. And you're looking at the rating of the team, and their defense is 79, but they're getting 13 sacks on you. It makes no sense. I don't understand. I know it has nothing to do with your skill because a lot of people would be like, oh well, that's your skill rating. That's your skill rating. No, it's not your skill rating. It's just the way this defense. It's just the way that EA sets up your team. They make this team unrealistic. They make this game unrealistic. It's not. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is they need to add a game mode, or heck, not just a game mode. They need to add story. Uh, they need to add storylines to this game. An imaginative storyline to this game. Please, I'm begging you. Add storyline. Like once you win the Super Bowl, that shouldn't be the end of that. That shouldn't be the end of your journey. Once you win the Super Bowl, you should be able to choose if you want to own a team and take your journey to the next level by owning your team and you know players make 200 million dollars. You saw on the NFL roster these players are making 200 $300 million a year. What are we supposed to do with that money? Just it's just there for what? Bragging rights. Players spend money, but it's not shown on this game. It's like we have the money, but we don't show it. It's like the way NBA 2K does it, they actually allow you to spend your money. You feel me? Your money is spent. You could buy cars, you could buy bling bling, you could buy houses. You have an actual game that you could buy mansions. Here, the game just feels dead. It feels like you're not earning anything. It's just like when you win the Super Bowl, it's just like, okay, yeah, you hold up a celebration. Okay, move on. Yeah, you won, blah blah blah. It's like, really? That's it? What am I playing this for? I'm playing it to throw for 400 yards, run 300 yards, rushing. Yay! It's like, give me some engagement. You know, have me feel something in this game. Give me a story. Give me hire Spike Lee like you once did. THQ did it perfectly. They hired Spike Lee, um, NBA 2K did it. They hired an actual director and they wrote a script and they stuck with the script. I remember I think Spike Lee did this. They uh they had a whole story uh made up for it where it was completely in college. The guy was in college and his he grew up with his best friend. They both went to college and the during college they were in a car accident, him and his best friend. His best friend ended up after they grew up together, of course, and during their struggles they went to college, blah 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 blah. His friend ended up in a serious car accident during a raining accident after a party or something, and his friend ended up dying. It was a good story. It was like watching a movie or a TV series unfold. And during that struggles, the college kid had to go through all that while he was trying to um, perform college level. So he had to go through trials, tribulations, maintain grades. Exactly what these athletes actually have to go through in order to um, maintain morality, uh, psychology, real talk, real stuff. That's what's needed in this game in the NFL because people actually go through that. It's a real thing. And this is just like dead. D-E-D, dead. That's what this is needed. But EA's too lazy to put something like that in this. I just calculated they make 350 million plus a year. They can't hire somebody for 100,000. What are they doing with the 350 million plus, 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 plus? That's not including the MUT that people buy in this game. That's not including the $120 because that's only the base fee. That's not including the higher charges. So that's way more. They make way more than enough a year from. So you mean to tell me we get basically a base model of what they can actually do with this game? Really? There's this game that Capcom made called Pragmata, top game of the year. Yes, I did silence because it is the top game of the year. That's what Madden should be should strive to be. It's 350 million plus a year that they make from us, but it's not even it's not even top 100 of the year. Can you make that make sense? Now, when it comes to the soundtrack of the game, the soundtracks that they pick are good, not great, because they're old, rehashed soundtracks that you've heard from 20 years ago. I mean, they're good. After a while, they become repetitive, rehashed, and just like you obviously don't hear anything because I muted them because I don't want to hear them because I've already heard them. I played them when I was back in college. They need to hire a DJ. They make $350 million a year from us. Times that times 10. No, 12. No, 13. 350 million plus times 13 years, 14 years. However long they had the contract. Make that make sense. They need to hire a DJ to actually play live music during the games. What is wrong with that? Live music so everybody can have a piece of the pie of live music playing. So it'll be fresh. So it'll be actually, inventive, innovative. Another thing that they need, we need stadiums, creative building stadiums. What they have is not even uh, um oh, shoot, one controller is not even a tip of the iceberg. They have this little thing that they have is this a creation center. You could download uh, these make believe. I don't know who they are, but little make believe things. They need to give us the ability to create our own stadiums, not this rehash, whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. If we want to create, say for instance, our own stadium, this is from um, military. My uncle's retired um, military vet, so he gave me this mouse pad for from Virginia military vets and 1-800 care support, Virginia care support. So, say for instance, if we want to put that as our stadium logo on the stadium, for military vets, we should be able to do that on the stadium floor um, of our own stadium. And say, for instance, if we want to, we don't have to necessarily advertise because I don't even know if we can, if that would be against the monetization rules, whatever. But say, for instance, we want to put something like uh, for our military vets, please support, care support, whatever, on the stadium floor, whatever. We should be able to do that as our own stadium to when we're creating our own stadium, our own design, shirt design, clothing design, away clothing, um, home clothes, whatever. We should be able to do that if we want to use our own created music in the stadiums that we create. We should be able to do that. It is so restrictive in this game. It's not even funny, man. We were able to do that 10 years ago. I think even on the 360, we were able to do that. This is so daggone restrictive and contrived. It's not even funny. Why are they restricting us from able to adding our own benchmark on this game? If we want to create our entire persona, even our entire character, a detailed character. Heck, if a girl plays this game and they want to create a female um, created character, they should be able to do that. And make their own storyline where the first, I don't know, female player in the NBA storyline. They should be able to do that. Make this an actual um, innovative, imaginative game. Make this a $350 million game. If they want to go beyond, think outside the box. You feel me? Think outside the box. Jesus, man. Stop being so close-minded, people. I mean, not in player base, but EA. You have to think outside the box because right now you're trailing on thin ice. People are about to boycott you because you you have dropped the ball so many times with Madden. We want to like your game, we do, But you have so many glitches, bugs, and 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 you've taken so many features out of the game and try to put them in, trying to lie to people saying that they're new features when they're not. And that's just not you're trying to make people think you're trying to um, talk to us like we're stupid. Most of us are not. Stop trying to treat us like we're stupid. And also, when it comes to the draft, to the um, editing rosters, there's another glitch in this system. It's like so many glitches in the system. It's not even funny. There's a glitch in the system where once you draft a roster and edit a roster, um, after the first draft, there's a glitch in this roster where it duplicates players. So say for instance, if I go to sign a free agent, say for instance Christian Wilkins is in here. So once I complete a Super Bowl and I decide to sign, I go into free agency. I sign a free agent. The second Super Bowl I win or lose, I go back into free agency for the second time. It'll sometimes duplicate a player or a free agent of the same player. So say for instance, Stephon Gilmore will be, or I don't know, maybe Quandra Diggs may be in there a second time, and it'll be two Quandra Diggs, one on another player, or one on each team. And I've noticed that, and it'll be duplicate players on on two teams because you run out of players, which makes this game so repetitive and stupid now. So you don't, which means that it's telling me that EA does not update the rosters um, on time and enough, and that's another glitch that needs to be fixed. It does not update the rosters with the new free agents. So I think that's all because my voice is getting sore and I've talked long enough, and this is a video that's gone on long enough. So if there's any other improvements, I'll let you know in my next video. Please like and subscribe. This is for all my daddies and mamacitas. Please let me know in the comment section, chat GPT, and for any feedback and ideas that you have, please let me know in the comment section. And please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Uh, Thank you, and have a lovely week.